All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Kenny and Ziska. Appreciate you tuning in. I've got a great episode lined up for you guys today. If you haven't been following me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc., I often do live videos, and what I wanted to do today is share the audio from one of those live videos with you today. I try to take the most popular videos that I've done, extract the audio, and share it with you here on the podcast, so that you don't have to go around hunting on Facebook to find these very raw and kind of off the cuff, non-rehearsed, non-scripted episodes that I do. So I hope you guys enjoy these episodes that I share with you guys. But before we get into today's episode, just have a very quick reminder, actually a couple reminders for you guys. Number one, if you haven't already done so, would appreciate it if you take the time to go over to iTunes. Made it easy for you guys. Just go to kenyanziska.com/iTunes. Take you right to the page where you can leave a review, leave a rating, subscribe to the show, and also if you know of someone who would benefit from hearing the various strategies, mindset, the tools, whatever it may be, whatever we talk about here on the podcast, if you know someone who would benefit from listening to it, would appreciate it if you share it with them. Would appreciate it if you got the word out about what we're talking about here. So secondly, if you want to take these strategies and tools and really implement them and need the guidance and the accountability to do so, we have a couple opportunities for you guys to do that. First is our mastermind. This is a tight-knit group of guys who are doing the work necessary to implement these various strategies that we talk about here on the podcast into their lives so that they can get the results, build the discipline, regain control over their time, and live life on their terms. You can apply to be a part of our mastermind program, the Infinite Results Mastermind Program, at kenyanziska.com/results. But if you want that one-on-one accountability, want to work with me on a very deep level, and want customized solutions, don't want that cookie cutter BS that a lot of people are pushing these days, I encourage you to apply to be a part of my discipline coaching program. This is an elite program, exclusive program, very limited with the number of clients that I take on with this program. So you can apply at kenyanziska.com/discipline. So without any further ado, let's jump into today's episode. Happy hump day, everyone. Welcome back to my random ramblings on the way home from work. Wanted to hop on here and expand a little bit on my morning thoughts post this morning. If you didn't check it out, go back and check it out. Was talking about how beneath the surface of a goal is ultimately a feeling that you want to have. And I also mentioned that you don't necessarily have to wait until you achieve that goal to feel that way. You can start feeling that feeling right now. So I got a lot of great comments. I posted in more than just on my personal wall. I posted in some Facebook groups I contribute to. So got some interesting comments on that, and some of them were that you don't that someone didn't trust their feelings, that they needed to have a tangible goal, and that's what they focus on. And a lot of comments similar to that. And it got me thinking about the fact that we have control over how we feel, how we think, what we believe, and all of those things are a decision that we make. How we feel is ultimately a decision. Either we decide to go with our default mode of feeling, which, I'm certainly not perfect at trying to not do, but many people, they react in a certain way to a certain situation, and that's the feeling that they roll with. And usually that feeling or thought is born out of our monkey brain, the part of our brain that has to do with that fight or flight mechanism, and we simply react without putting much thought into it. Well, I would argue that we all have control over how we want to feel. We can decide how we want to feel about a situation. I'm certainly not suggesting that you bullshit yourself into thinking like, hey, my house is burning down, this is great. However, it sucks that my house is burning down, but you know what? This is an opportunity for me to start fresh. This is an opportunity to rebuild in the way that I want to build. I'm going to go through some pain. It's going to be tough, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to have a house that I want. Just an example. And that's, keeping it real without, letting yourself get into a negative spiral. So same thing goes with goals that you have. If your goal is to be a successful business person, if your goal is to become a professional athlete or whatever lofty goal that you have, start thinking about, okay, if I were a professional football player, playing at the top of my game, how would I feel? How would I act? What language would I use? What kind of swagger would I have? And you can decide that to start feeling that way before you have succeeded in accomplishing that goal. And I would also argue that the people who haven't achieved that goal yet, but are priming themselves to feel that way about themselves, they're going to start doing the things that a successful professional football player does, or a successful business owner does, and you're going to have those feelings. You're going to feel successful. You're going to have confidence, and you are not going to allow roadblocks or things that are negative to affect you. Because what does a professional athlete do? Like, what does Tom Brady do after he throws an interception? He forgets about it. He doesn't beat himself up over that interception. He learns from it. He moves on and improves his game. That's how someone like him has been able to stay at the top of his game. Love him or hate him, you need to look at people like that and start emulating what they do day in and day out. And I guarantee you, like Tom Brady, if you look at his pedigree coming out of college, he's not the most gifted, he's not the most athletic, he's slow, he's lanky, but you know what? He acts like the number one quarterback in the NFL, and his results show for it. So you need to start feeling, acting, and behaving like that person that you want to become. Become organized. Become supremely organized. And if you don't feel organized, start to prime that feeling. Do things that an organized person does, and you'll start becoming an organized person. And I know that sounds simple and pretty elementary, but it works. I'm not the most well-spoken person in the world, but you know what? A well-spoken person speaks. They have podcasts. They come on Facebook Lives. And I'm going to be a good speaker because I'm improving every time I step into this discomfort zone. So that's all I got for you guys. About to roll in the front door here with another small load of stuff from our old place, move it into the new place, and going to get after that. But if you caught this live, let me know that you caught it live and say hi to me. If you're catching the replay, let me know. #replay. And, if you know of a friend or a family member or a coworker who needs to hear this message, share it with them. Share it on your wall so people can hear this message. And don't forget to check out the Zero Excuses Facebook group. And also, would be remiss if I didn't mention that I am launching my Discipline Deep Dive on, April 1st. Just go to kenyanzitska.com/DDD to get signed up. If you're looking for strategies on how to form a vision, strategies on how to structure your day-to-day business to get the results that you want the habits, those routines, and don't just want a cookie-cutter solution. You want that customized set of solutions that you need to really blow the top off of your results and start making progress towards those goals. If you feel stagnant or whatever, definitely someone who should consider hopping in this. Already have some folks who have signed up for it and inquired about it, and been working with them already. It's already past the deadline to hop in early and get a jump start on things, but happy to have you in on April 1st, and look forward to seeing a solid group in there so we can kick some ass together and get after it together. All right, guys, that's all I got. Have an awesome night. I'll see you later.